what you need. NFL, NBA, MLB, MMA, PGA. We got lineups you can play. What you need. NFL, NBA, MLB, MMA, PGA. We got lineups you can play. Wolfpack, 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 Wolfpack.
Wolf of Fantasy Sports, DFS, Wolfpack. The Mafia's in this bitch. Bills 38, Chiefs 20. I saw it being closer than that. I saw the Chiefs covering the spread. Allen had to prove it to me. When the lights were the brightest, he had to show up, show out, and that's exactly what he did. Bills defense, by far, top 5 in the league right now. By far, I would say top 3 in the league right now. Bills defense. T. Johnson, man gets a contract, pick 6, like it's nothing. Right off the hands of Ty Freak, and in the end zone for Buffalo. That's what I wanted to see out of Buffalo, to let me know that they're real contenders this year. When the lights are the brightest, Allen showed up, showed out. He wasn't a deer in headlights. That's what I like to see. So what this video is Draftkings first look, NFL Week 6. What I'm going to attempt to do here is make a lineup on Monday morning that breaks 200 on the main slate, right? Not easy to do. I do it a few times a year though. So that's what I'm going to attempt. Hopefully you guys see this lineup, you believe in it, you like what you see here. Throw it around somewhere. Hopefully everybody wins some money. But this lineup, I could already tell looking at this slate. I've looked it over just a little bit before, and I built a quick lineup, and it just seemed too easy to me. This is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the quarterback position. Give me a moment here. We're going to start with the quarterback position. Pat Mahomes coming off a rough loss at home. Primetime football. Going up against Washington. That secondary is not good. Washington defense is not what we thought it would be this year. I like Mahomes here. Obviously, you're going to have to pay up for him. So, top pay up option, for the most part, is Pat Mahomes. Got to check the status of Ty Freak. Looking down here, Herbert just might be matchup proof. Going up against Cleveland, I did not expect him to do what he did. He had almost 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. He matched Tom Brady on the week with the 5 tutties. Herbert is a man amongst boys. Some say he's a Greek god. Dude is very good. As you can see, I believe in Herbie. Herbie. Even Mahomes is running this man down and try to shake his hand. Justin Herbert. I got an auto Obsidian rookie card out of 75. That's my baby. So Herbert, gotta love Herbert. If I'm paying up, it's Mahomes, it's Herbert, and that's it for the most part. Matt Stafford going up against a banged-up Giants team who lost everybody on their offensive staff, all the players. It's just, I mean, it's not looking good. Excuse me, not staff, the players. The offensive players, I believe Danny Dimes is out. Tony could be suspended for that punch. Who punches a man with a helmet on? Grab him, drag him, punch him in the throat. That's crazy. Kirk Cousins, Minnesota versus Carolina. I like that play a lot. Captain Kirk is one of the guys I'm looking at here. So it's Mahomes, Herbert, Kirk. Those are the 3 I like. Sam Darnold, who knows with him at that price? I'm not going to play him. Baker Mayfield actually had a good game last week. And Taylor Heineke, there he is. There's my guy. Taylor Heineke. Well, get your Heinekens out. Because I'm telling you right now, Taylor Heineke is my lock of the week. First look, I really like Taylor Heineke. He's real easy to pair up with. I'm not even looking any further for quarterbacks. I found my guy. So here we have Taylor Heineke. We're just going to jump to wide receiver. I'm going to skip running back for now. Devonta Adams, obviously, he had a breakout game last week. A lot of people saw that coming. He had 2 down weeks before where he underperformed, and then boom. Perfect matchup, perfect storm. High owned. I was all over him. I wrote him up as my breakout candidate of the week. Mike Williams. This guy is the wide receiver 1 right now for the LA Chargers. Look at the price, $8,100. I can't pay that price for Mike Williams. I just can't do it. He's been somewhat consistent. Had a down game the week before. Whatever, that's going to happen with him. It's either going to be boom or bust, most likely. I don't know if there's an in-between with him yet. We're going to have to see moving forward. Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the league. I like him a lot this week. Tyreek Hill's questionable. I think it's a knee issue. We're going to look into it. If he can't go, you could look at even Josh Gordon, I would say, possibly. But Hardman, at his price, is just ridiculous if Tyreek Hill does not play. He hurt his knee. He'll probably be okay. So we got to check up on Ty Freak throughout the week. Cooper Kupp, 7,900. You've seen what he could do this year. DeAndre Hopkins, 7,800. Love the price on him. I was on him last week a little bit. DJ Moore, 7,300. He seems to be the wide receiver 1. Darnold's favorite target. Scary Terry McLaurin, vroom, vroom, 7,100. Man, McLaurin. Sounds like a foreign car. 7,100. You got to lock him in with Taylor Heineke. And it's such an easy stack with Taylor Heineke. And then we're going to jump to tight end. So Travis Kelce, I really like a lot. Especially if Ty Freak is out. You got to like Kelce. He hasn't done much in the last couple of weeks. Been kind of quiet. Double digits in every game except for one last year. So far, double digits in every game, fantasy points, except for one this year. So I'm looking at Kels. Some call him Kelce. Shout out to Shake Your Money Breaker. They call him Kelce. I think Kelce is the top pay-up option for tight end this week. Coming off the loss, Mahomes should go right back to feeding him. I don't see why not. The matchup is good. Looking at Mark Andrews, 5,200. Like the price on him. I'm off Hawkinson. Schultz, he's been a monster. Just look at the consistency. Who would have thought? 8, 8, 7, 2, 6 targets. Had one down game this year. Logan Thomas is out, so Seals Jones is my guy. I was on him last week for 2,500. I like what he gave me. Just near 10 DraftKings points. That was cool. Hunter Henry is an option, but there's 2 tight ends there, so that's tough. Njoku, I don't think you're going to get one of those games again. 30.9 DraftKings points out of 7 targets, 149 yards. Definitely broke the slate. He was like 0.04% owned. Crazy. Ingram, no thanks. Jared Cook, 3,200. I like that a lot. That's a good price. He only got 3 targets. Parham, he's involved, so there's kind of two tight ends there. You got Conklin. Conklin is a solid play at this price. And he's getting targets, 3, 6, 8, 4, 4. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for guys with opportunity. But give me Seals Jones, man. Pair him up with Heine, and that's what I'm going to roll out. Like Heineke was looking at him in the red zone. It didn't work out. Wasn't successful. But the guy's getting targets. He's getting red zone looks. Scary Terry, Taylor Heineke, Seals Jones. That's what I'm looking at. First look, we're going to break 200 on this lineup. Now, I'm going to get a little different here. It's going to be a double tight end stack. Because I'm hoping Ty Freak is banged up. And I just love the price on Kelce. This guy, let's look at his prices. 83, 85, 82, 81. Buffalo, he was on the showdown slate Sunday night. Now he's down 1,000 plus. Give me Travis Kelce. So, now we're going to jump to the running back position. I'm telling you right now. Ezekiel Elliott's just going to get a lot of ownership. Austin Eckler, he might be matchup proof too. He did really good against Cleveland. 33.9, 32.5, 22.7, 22.5. Week 1, he didn't do so well. Outside of that, he's smashed every time. So, looking at Eckler, the Heckler, Zeke, Freaky Zeke. Barkley's out. You can look at Booker, but I'm not playing him. Jonathan Taylor looks to be at a good spot. Antonio Gibson in a good spot. Mix it if he's fully healthy, fully practiced. You got to love him. 6,400. DeAndre Swift is a good GPP pivot. Madison if he starts again. Kareem Hunt and Chubb. Best 1-2 punch in football. But I'm looking at Henderson here. 6,000 versus depleted Giants. They're missing a lot of their offensive weapons. They still could be this week. I'm looking at Henderson, 6,000. And what I'm going to do with that pick right there is I'm going to go to defense, and I'm going to lock in the Rams defense at 4,700. Now, look, the rest of this lineup you could get different. Now this is probably going to be my core next week. I'm telling you right now. I'm just looking at it. If everybody is where they are, as far as health-wise, this is who's playing. This will be my core for NFL Week 6. Not too many people are going to watch this video, so I'm going to share that with you. This is probably my core. Maybe Kelsey is in or out of this build, but this is my core. I'm telling you right now. Now, we're going to get a little different here. I'm going to switch it up. We're just going to lock in some Zeke. He'll be chalk. We're just going to lock him in. We're going to go to wide receiver. I got 46.50. So with 46.50, we got some good prices here. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb's a monster. Chase is a monster in this spot. I like DJ Moore. I'm paying up. Adams, obviously. These are just all obvious picks. But let's go down a little further. Kadarius Toney, price shot up. So maybe if you want to play him, if he's playing this week after that helmet punch, look on Yahoo. Find other places where he's cheaper. He's up on FanDuel as well. I like T. Higgins at 5,300, and I like Odell Beckham Jr. So OBJ, man, this guy's something different, but nothing good here on the log. Fantasy points, targets, they're down. Last game they were down. But 7 and 9 targets prior to week 5. That's what I'm looking for here. He could have had a big game week 4. Baker missed him. I think he resurrects. OBJ, 5,100. I like that play a lot. Now I got 4,200. Now let's go back to my game stack, right? Mecole Hardman. Dude had a couple crazy catches, right? 12 targets week 5. 12 targets week 5. I think he's going to be really popular, especially if you stack up Washington. That's the bring back. But the pivot is St. Brown. St. Brown's the pivot. 8 targets the last 2 games. If Cephas is out, I really like St. Brown. And I think if you can find him on other websites really cheap, you play him. If Cephas is out, make sure you check and see what the receivers are up to, what they've been doing, if they've been practicing, if they're playing. But obviously here, we got a Washington stack. We're going to bring it back with the Chiefs. The Chiefs need a win. Their record is horrible. They looked like shit Sunday night. The defense, the weather didn't help them. On a snap, Mahomes dropped the ball. Bills got it. Pick sixes and everything. I think Chiefs make a statement game here. I think Washington can push them. They got the weapons. 4,200. I'm really liking that a lot. I also like the running back for Washington. You can look at him. There's a bunch of good running backs. You got Zeke, Taylor, Gibson, Mixon, Swift. Getting that right, getting that little group right there right, is going to pay off this week. And then you have McCaffrey, who should be back at 8,800. So that's another decision to make. Can't tell you right now because it's Monday. It's early. We're going to lock in Zeke for this build. But I just showed you my core. I just showed you what I like. I like the Washington stack with the KC bring back. I think it's perfect. This lineup right here, I zeroed out. We're going to see if this lineup could break 200 Draftkings points. And if you really don't like Odell Beckham, if you don't like him, you got other options right here. Hunter Renfrow, 4,900. Other good plays in there. Sammy Watkins is dirt cheap. St. Brown is a GPP play. I don't think too many people will be on. But that's it. Wolf of Fantasy Sports. Draftkings first look. I'm in my article, in my write-up. I'll tell you every player at every position that I like. Let's get to this money, guys. It's the Mafia. We beat the Chiefs. Title contenders. Let's go, Buffalo. All I'm going to say is the value in Denver is real.